Welcome to Trial Site News Weekly Roundup. My name is Adrian, and I'll be going over some of our top news stories from this past week. Please click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of future videos. Now this week we start our roundup with cancer-related news. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration have approved a new investigational new drug or IND application for novel cell therapy called CLBR001 plus CWIOI9, leading to an imminent phase 1 clinical trial of a new CAR-T technology centering on switchblade cells that can eliminate life-threatening side effects that materially impede this powerful class of therapy. Now, the technology has been developed by an elite California research institution, and we'll be keeping you posted on the story as it continues to develop. Now, researchers at Cardiff University School of Medicine have discovered a new method for killing an array of cancers such as prostate, breast, lung, and others. Now, the group of investigators based in Wales has developed a process that utilizes T-cell receptors within the immune system. Now, they have found one particular T-cell inside the blood that attacks a range of cancers. Oncolitis Biotech's virus-based anti-cancer therapy Reolysin has the attention of top researchers from Winship Cancer Center and City of Hope who are studying how combinations including Ryoncil and Kyprolis offer benefits to multiple myeloma patients. The combination of Ilixadencel plus sunitinib has evidenced favorable survival compared with sunitinib alone in patients with newly diagnosed metastatic synchronous renal cell carcinoma, or mRCC. Clinical sponsor Immunotherapy AB recently announced and will present at the 2020 American Society of Clinical Oncology Society for Immunotherapy of Cancer Clinical Immuno-Oncology Symposium revealed a survival curve separation in the phase 2 MERECA trial, revealing promising signals. Researchers at the University of Turkey University Central Hospital, and Western Cancer Center FICAN West have discovered a new RNA molecule, Prexit, which regulates the growth and invasion of squamous cell carcinoma of the skin. Now, in the future, Prexit could potentially serve as a new marker for the detection of rapidly advancing or spreading squamous cell carcinoma and as a target for new therapies. Merck announced positive interim results from the phase 3 Keynote 355 trial evaluating Keytruda in combination with chemotherapy in patients with metastatic triple-negative breast cancer, or mTNBC, whose tumors expressed PD-L1. The trial met one of its dual primary endpoints, progression-free survival, or PFS. Now, based on the recommendation of the Independent Data Monitoring Committee, the trial will continue without changes to evaluate other dual primary endpoint of overall survival, or OS. And now we turn to clinical challenges stories. The proprietary clinical research data of elite biotechnology firms are under attack by global hackers. Sinister groups seek to digitally usurp the intellectual property, such as results of biotech company and other medical research organization output are increasingly the target for sophisticated criminal cybervillain organizations. Criminal gangs then either hold the data hostage or potentially resell to others interested in a purchase. Bad news for everyone, and we'll keep you posted on this story as it continues to progress. And now for clinical trial-related news. Mesoblast announced that it has submitted its completed Biologics License Application, or BLA, to the United States Food and Drug Administration for Ryoncil, its lead allogenic cell therapy for the treatment of children with mesoblast. Now, Mesoblast filed the final module of the rolling BLA submissions covering quality control and manufacturing with the FDA on January 31st. The company has requested priority review of the BLA by the FDA under the product candidate's existing Fast Track designation for SRA-GVHD. Now, if approved, Ryoncil is expected to be launched in the US in 2020. Now, Sanofi reported positive results from the 2 phase 3 trials of Olipudase, Alfa, an investigational recombinant human acid sphingomyelin E for the treatment of acid sphingomyelin E deficiency, or ASMD, also known as Nieman-Pick disease in adult and pediatric patients. Now, data demonstrated positive results in the two separate clinical trials, referred to as ASCEND and ASCEND-PEDS. Greece will benefit from the generosity of the Stavros Niarchos Foundation, or SNF, as a partnership, and will inject capital for 3 new hospitals and other important health initiatives worth a total of roughly about 420 million euros. Now, expansion of fundamental access to healthcare drives the funding, which will open up more health options and possibly, if rules changed, a new research as a care option. Now, the Greek population is one of the healthiest in the world, with some of the longest lifespans anywhere, while its economy is a poor performer. With improvements to healthcare infrastructure, why not open up clinical research as well, and in the process, transform itself into a world epicenter for a new model of good health and wealth? Mount Sinai researchers have discovered that dupilumab may represent a therapeutic option for keloids, as during a recent study, a patient using the drug for severe disease experienced a great reduction in the size of the keloids. University of Buffalo, or UB, has been awarded a 5-year $21.7 million Clinical Translational Science Award, or CTSA, from the National Center for Advancing Translational Sciences of National Institutes of Health, or NIH. In recognition of the dramatic progress the university and its partners have made since 2015, when UB first received the CTSA. A regional clinical research model is seeming to emerge. A Purdue University-affiliated startup moves closer to launching a clinical trial for a novel injectable drug developed to heal broken bones faster while strengthening weak bones. Discovered at Purdue University, Novo-04, now sponsored by Novastio Inc., is unique in that it concentrates at the fracture site while reducing exposure to the rest of the body. Myovant announced that the Phase 3 Liberty open-label extension study of once-daily oral relugolix combination therapy, 40 mg plus estradiol, 1 mg, and nirathindrome acetate, met the primary endpoints of response in reduction in menstrual blood loss at roughly 1 year. Now, based on the data, Myovant will submit applications to the regulatory agencies in Europe and the US in the coming months to seek approval for the relugolix as a new treatment for women with uterine fibroids. And now for arthritis news. AbbVie announces positive results from SELECT-PsA-1, a Phase 3 study of Rincov compared to placebo and adalimumab. A Phase 3 study of Rincov compared to placebo and adalimumab in adult patients with active psoriatic arthritis who have a history of inadequate response to at least one non-biologic DMARD. Now, the study met primary and key secondary endpoints, and we'll keep you posted on this story as it continues to develop. And now for autoimmune. Hidradenitis suppurativa patients have suffered enough. A new wave of targeted medicines, hopefully at some point, will enter the market. Perhaps a new disruptive therapy is on the horizon? Well, a Cambridge, Massachusetts-based biotechnology venture is advancing the field of protein degradation, accessing the body's innate protein recycling machinery to degrade dysregulated disease-causing proteins. Now, powered by Chimera Therapeutics Pegasus, a game-changing integrated degradation platform, the company recently demonstrated the oral dosing of its IRAK4 degraders completely suppressed IRAK4 protein expression in skin and immune cells and inhibited cutaneous inflammation. Now, according to the company, the data supports the development of its degraders for chronic inflammatory and autoimmune diseases, including the company's first named inflammation immunology disease indication, hidradenitis suppurativa. Researchers from Trinity College Dublin have made an important discovery that may lead to more effective multiple sclerosis treatments as well as other autoimmune diseases such as psoriasis and rheumatoid arthritis. They are focused on drugs centering on IL-17, a specific molecule implicated in MS. They recently published their results in Immunity, and we'll keep you posted on the story as it continues to develop. And now for a virus-related story. Chinese authorities, including the Chinese Ministry of Science and Technology, or MOST, as well as the National Health Commission and the National Medical Products Administration, have approved an antiviral drug called remdesivir for clinical trials in the battle against the coronavirus. The first batch of pneumonia patients infected by the virus started taking the drug in China. And now for Alzheimer's. Genentech and Eli Lilly announced results from the Phase 2 and 3 Dominantly Inherited Alzheimer Networks Trials Unit study. Now, the study tested two therapies compared to placebo Genentech and Roche's Gantenerumab, and Eli Lilly's and company's solanezumab. Genentech and Roche's gantenerumab and Eli Lilly's and company's solanezumab. Now, neither of the therapies reached the primary endpoint, which was the DN multivariate cognitive endpoint. Now, this endpoint includes the Wechsler Memory Scale Revised Logical Memory Delayed Recall, Cogstate International Shopping List Test, Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale Revised Digit Symbol Substitution Test, and the Mini Mental State Examination. And finally, we have another episode of the Watchlist series airing this Thursday, Lies and Theft of Intellectual Property. China's Thousand Talents program pierces Moffitt Cancer Center, resulting in the director losing his job. All coming up this Thursday.